shit went down.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Was that right? Episode 14.
Yeah.
Spend. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
Which is also. Oh, I'll get to it in a minute. But
Okay.
there's like a pattern.
All right. We'll hear your pattern in a minute. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
A bit slow start. Like, you know, they were just going out, you know, developing. You know, you had Noah being like, "Oh, I'm gonna be an architect and all that stuff." That stuff, like this guy. Well, so they went on the little thing. There was some development with Eugene where they're like, "You gotta go, you coward," and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
There's a bit of Abraham where he showed like he's like a leader and stuff, and he became the leader of the workers or whatever. Then they went to that place, didn't they? The like
warehouse or whatever.
Yeah, the warehouse place. They went in there. It was all going fine. Then that dude shot the grade zombie, and that kind of ill went downhill from there.
Yeah.
He got skewered. That other guy, I don't think we know what his name is yet, but the other guy who was like...
the original sort of scavenger guy.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's her son, Aiden, and this other guy, I don't think he's got a name yet. And he was like, yeah, he's dead, let's go. And like, they're okay, let's go. And Eugene was like, over here. And Tara was like... bashed her head open, but I don't think she's dead yet. Yeah, she was.
That bit in the revolving door.
Yeah. Oh, we got to go to the other bit first.
What other bit?
The Aiden bit, where he's actually alive.
Oh, okay,
yeah. There's a bit where...
Oh, yeah, they were trying to, like, pull him off.
He was, like, skewered on things. I guess they could have... The best thing would have been to cut the back bits off, because then he wouldn't have, like... They would have been able to take him back and then get the doctor to take him out and stuff.
Yeah.
But, obviously... Yeah, he was stuffed. So, and the other guy and him had a little moment where they're like, well, you know those guys we were talking about last time, we just ran away and left them. And then that guy ran off. But Aiden, I think he kind of redeemed himself a bit. He was like, just leave me. And then he got horribly, like, all his intestines eaten. That was pretty gross. That was pretty grim. But then...
Death number one.
Yeah, death number one. Kind of cared about. I like how it improved my opinion of the character. So I think that's a good death. It was really gruesome. And it made me appreciate his character more, even though he died. But yeah. And then what? Yeah, I suppose Eugene and Tara are trying to get out, and they all work together to get out. But then that douche who like ran off early, he's like, "I'm going to try and get out of here," and he like tries to go through the revolving door,
which was like where the revolving door was. There was
like literally tons of zombies outside, and he went and fired all his ammo like a knob, and then he went back in. And Noah and Glenn went in as well, but it's like the 4-segment revolving doors, so they were safe.
They were in opposite ones.
Yeah.
And the zombies were in the other.
And you kind of knew what was going to happen. This guy is a dick. You knew, like, I thought he was going to like try and do it, but they were going to be stronger, so they were going to push him in, and he was going to get eaten in the end. Like, I thought that was what it was going to come down to, but it was a lot more tragic than that, wasn't it? Because Glenn
he put his foot in the door.
Yeah, Glenn and Noah were like, "No, we're not. We're going to." We're just going to bash it. Through. And obviously every time they were bashing it, it was like knocking it a little bit, but not enough for the guy to get killed. But he was obviously like, screw this. And he stuck his foot in so they couldn't. And the zombies like grabbed Noah's legs because he'd done that. And then he managed to wiggle out while they were like trying to save Noah.
He pegged it to the van.
Yeah, he pegged it. Yeah, Eugene saved them actually first. We should probably mention that. Eugene came along in the van and distracted the zombies, so that was possible. So that scenario where it was either they were both going to die, but I reckon Glenn could have broken it eventually if they'd just been like patient and stuff. But obviously that guy didn't trust them. Yeah, and so that guy ran off, and Glenn had to watch Noah get like just
brutally ripped to pieces.
Like I think the zombies like grabbed his face.
Yeah, it was
good prosthetics as well. I quite like that was good. It was like he just got literally ripped to bits. Oh man, that was so tragic.
That dude, the douchebag, got whacked in the face by Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn caught him up and whacked him. Yeah, it's probably like highlight Noah's death because he wasn't in it much, but I still like. Yeah, that was still like really tragic.
He wrote in his book that this is the beginning, from like the Notebook.
Oh man!
And then Eugene looked at it at the end. And I think
Eugene's
that's the beginning. I think that's the beginning of him starting to be a bit more brave.
I think he'll take it as well. Surely, maybe.
What?
He'll take over the bookkeeping because that's what Noah was going to do.
That was a Notebook.
Yeah, he said he's going to write down the history of the thing. The Alexandria safe zone, I think. I don't know if...
I just thought it might have meant like the beginning for
probably
Eugene
as well, yeah.
being like
Not being a
not
pansy.
so
Well, he wasn't a pansy there. He was good then. He confronted that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, he wasn't like,
so that,
okay,
that was
get
the
in the car.
beginning of him.
Yeah, yeah. He wasn't being a pansy. But yeah, Noah's death. It was interesting because like we didn't really know much about him. We've had like sort of quite a bit of development, but it was still really tragic. It wasn't like those guys at like the prison where they just like randomly killed him and it was like, oh, whatever. It was like extremely tragic. It was like, oh, because he had a lot of hope going for him. Didn't expect it at all. I didn't expect Noah to die. That was just like, good job with the curveball there. I thought that other guy was going to die. I thought it was going to be like, they were going to be like, no, we can break it.
Oh, the
yeah,
dude.
I thought it was going to be like, we can break it, and he was going to try and push, and obviously because there's two of them, they would have been like, okay, stuff you, and just pushed it, and like had no choice basically. But he stuffed them up. That guy has turned out to be an absolute knob, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. Like the Aiden guy was a bit of a knob, but he wasn't that much. The other guy is a lot worse.
Yeah.
I reckon he's going to go back because they left him, didn't they? Like after knocking him out, Glenn knocked him out. I reckon he's going to go back and be like, "Oh look, Glenn got your son killed and abandoned me and stuff like that," and it's going to spark a big little civil war.
Because Gabriel was all.
Yeah, Gabriel's being a little punk, but
a bit of a snake, isn't he?
I guess he has a point because Rick's about to go kill that guy, isn't he?
Well, he's not necessarily going to kill. Well,
Rick's going to kill that guy. Rick's going to go in there and be like,
"Was it Pete?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Rick is like the policeman, so surely he can just ask his wife and be like, "Is he beating you?" And then eventually.
Yeah, but every time they're going to say no, isn't they?
Yeah. And he can't really just go in there and beat him up and be like, oh. Because he's a doctor as well, so they kind of want him. So, it's a predicament. Yeah, I think this is the bit. I think next episode there's just going to be a huge
slowly.
civil war.
Yeah, I think because even though they said. Rick said he's going to take that place.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of doing it subconsciously at the moment.
Yeah, because they're going to come back there. That guy's going to come and be like, "Glenn killed your son." That's going to add to it. Gabriel said that Rick's going to kill that guy, kill Jesse's husband, Peter. Was it Pete? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So he's going to kill him. I've got a feeling Carol's going to die. I don't know. I just got a feeling. I don't think you think Rick. Maybe. I don't think so.
Yeah, right. I'm going to go into this Rick thing.
Okay, I think Carol's going to die. That's where I put my money.
There's a theory. There is a theory. I'll just get it up on the internet because I read it off somewhere.
What you get off the internet? Spoilers.
What?
Oh, okay.
Could Rick reverse Death's death?
Wait, what?
Death's death.
So Rick's going to like invent a time machine.
Let's find it. Hang on. So basically, the last 3 episodes have had the title "Remember, Forget, and Spend."
Time? I don't
know. No, there's. Where did I read it?
Spend? I can get remember and forget it. Let's
spend, and then the next 2 episodes are also called something else.
Yeah, what?
I'll look it up if you want.
You doing something else. We don't help it. We don't know what it is.
Well, it's not necessary at the moment.
Right. What we got here?
TV series, seasons. So there's this theory. Right, so it's called Remember, Forget, Spend, Try, Conquer.
Alright, that last one is
a
bit telltale. I don't know about try. I guess try.
In season 1.
Here we go. Get your tinfoil hats on.
Dale. He said something.
Dale
and I'm going to try and find what it is.
He did.
Minute.
Curtis, keep you cool, man. I don't remember this. I don't remember it.
There you go. So the it's just loading up. Right. Oh, a picture of Dale.
What looking at you in that picture?
Chop, chop, chop.
Chop, 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 chop.
So yeah,
I know how to make you hard.
the quote is. So I like what the father said to the son when he gave him a watch that had been handed down through generations. He said, "I give you a mausoleum of all hope and desire, which will fit your individual needs, no better than it did mine and my father before me. I give it to you, not that you may remember time, but that you may forget it for a moment now and then, and not spend all of your breath trying to conquer it." So that's got the 5 words in it, and it's basically talking about a father giving his watch to his son. Now, obviously, the only father-son duo in The Walking Dead at the moment are Rick
Pete and that little kid.
and Carl. Oh, come on. Come on. No, yeah, but Pete doesn't have a watch, whereas Rick does. We know this because he
watch? Did Pete not have a watch?
No, get in the way of him punching Jesse.
That's a low blow, dude.
But anyway, so when they first entered Alexandria, Rick set his watch to the time.
Yeah, I remember that.
So there's also a time theme coming along as well, because it was the clock that Tyrese looked at, and that kind of signified his time was running out, and that may be doing the same with Rick as well. So it all kind of ties in. The only other possible thing it could be is that Glenn's got a watch that was given to him by Herschel. So that could also have something to do with it.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. Glenn in the last episode, Glenn had a lot actually. But that seems so sudden. Usually there's like a few episodes and then a death, but that Noah thing
we've still got
really
2 more episodes
crazy.
to go this season. So
yeah. I just wouldn't feel like. I think if they killed Glenn off, they'd have to do it really well to like, because at the moment, if he just like died out of the blue, I wouldn't. I don't think it'd do him justice because he hasn't had much screen time. It's like only in the last
it's
episode.
like a shocker though, isn't it? It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I guess.
But anyway.
I still think Carol's going to die. Going to bite the dust. I think Daryl's safe.
Daryl's got a swanky new bike.
Yeah, he's definitely safe. I think the old guy's going to die.
The architect.
Yeah, the old architect guy. I think he's dead. I don't think Diane's going to die. I don't think Gabriel's going to die.
I don't think Jesse would die.
I don't think Jesse will die.
I think she's going to become part of it, I think.
What if Pete kills her?
That's also a possibility, I suppose. But...
Do you think
Sam was obviously sent to Carol to get a gun. That was made obvious, right?
Was he sent to get it, or do you think he just wanted to get it for her, or do you think she literally told him to?
What?
Do you think he just did it off his own back, or?
Nah, I reckon.
Do you think? Okay.
What do you think? Jesse sent him to get it.
That's what you said, isn't it? I think he might have just done it off his own back. I'm not sure though, because it could have been either of those.
Possibly, or it might even be Pete.
Pete?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's how you saw it?
Possibly.
Oh wow! I saw it as like
because
Jesse wanted to go to like defend herself against.
Well, Pete just sort of like went up to Rick and was like, "Yeah, let's be friends." That was a bit shady. I thought that was a bit dodgy.
I thought it was because he's like a dick and he's like being all like.
No, I think he's got a plan. I think he knows that Rick's Rick's
barely done anything. He's like kissed her on the cheek or something. Like,
yeah, I know, but not only that, he's either angry because of that and he saw it,
really?
or he can see the way, because he's a police officer now, that he's one way or another might end up finding out that he's beating his wife.
I don't know. I saw that as Jesse wanted it to protect herself against him.
Yeah, it could have been either. I didn't really particularly interpret it that way, but I see it could possibly be that way.
And what about that Abraham? What do you think is going to happen with Abraham? He seemed like he was getting
his
element.
Just going back to that as well, because also when Carol asked, Sam was sort of like, he didn't want to tell. And I think the look in his face might have been because if he did, i.e. snitch on his dad, then he would have got beaten up more as well.
I guess that's what I think it could have been either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would he have told his dad though that Carol was like looking for guns and stuff? That doesn't make as much sense. I don't think if he's like an abusive father or whatever.
And beat him out of it.
How do you know?
It's possibilities, isn't it? It's a prediction
By some
video.
random chance, did you go to see Carol stealing guns? Even though I don't know anything about that. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, who do you think's gonna die? Who's like? Let's do like top 5. One being the most likely to die.
Saying that,
right, who's your number 1?
it makes sense. I don't want it to be either of them, but it makes sense that it's either Rick or Glenn.
Okay, number 1. Who's number 1?
I want to go Rick.
I'm gonna say 1, Carol. I think she's gonna get caught in the crossfire with all that Rick and Pete stuff. I think something bad's gonna happen there. And then, what about 2? Probably Glenn, surely.
What if I'm saying Rick?
Well, you said Rick or Glenn, so if you said Rick first, then...
Oh, you talking to me? I thought you were saying your second.
Yeah, you're second then.
I suppose it'd have to be Glenn, yeah.
I think my second, I'm gonna go with Rick, because like, I really don't want it to happen, but it just... I do see your point, and this little tying in thing is annoying. But because he's the main character, I think that's why I'm putting Carol higher. And she's had a lot of episodes. What about 3rd? Are we doing like the pointless characters as well? Because I think the old guy's gonna die.
Yeah.
I think Tom might die.
And I reckon Morgan might turn up at some point.
Do you think he'll turn up?
Possibly.
I want to know what's gonna happen with.
And the wolf people.
Yeah, but everyone on the internet saying that it's the group is the wolf, and with Gabriel saying Satan is in your.
Yeah, but how did the W's get there and shit like that?
Yeah, I know. I think.
And there was a W in the trees. If you look sneakily, there's like a W in the trees.
Yeah, there's W's all over the place. Like, yeah, I guess it's like good symbolism, but like still.
It doesn't explain it, and it doesn't. It doesn't explain them corpses either.
Yeah, I want to see them. I want Daryl to bump into them like while they're like out and about.
Yeah. Okay. And on that note.
See you later, guys.